Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our global TV deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
Only a look at Jesus. Oh, so bow down with care. Look at Jesus. Oh, so bow down with care.
Good morning. We will pray this morning from Psalms 5. Give ears to my words, O God. O Lord, consider my meditation. Hearken unto my voice, unto the voice of my cry, my King and my God. For unto thee will I pray. My voice shalt thou hear in the morning, O Lord. In the morning I will direct my prayers unto thee and will look up. For thou art not a God that has pleasure in wickedness, neither shalt evil dwell with thee. The foolish shall stand in thy sight. Thou hatest the workers of iniquity. Thou shalt destroy them that speak leasing, and the Lord will abhor the bloody and deceitful man. But as for me, I will come into thy house, in the multitude of thy mercy, and in the fear will I worship toward thy holy temple. Lead me, O God, into thy righteousness because of mine enemies. Make thy way straight before my face, for there is no faithfulness in their mouth. Their inward part is very wicked. Their throat is an open sepulchre. They flatter with their tongue. Destroy thou them, O God. Let them fall by their own counsel. Cast them out into the multitude of their transgression, for they have rebelled against thee. But let all those that put their trust in thee rejoice. Let them ever shout for joy, because thou defendest them. Let them also that love thy name be joyful in thee. For thou, Lord, wilt bless the righteous with favor, wilt thou compass him as with a shield. Good morning and welcome to your program At a Glance. I have yet to have my most confusing moment. When you think it was very confusing to listen to Dr. Chang, I have the privilege this morning of listening to Audrey Marks, which I would call Audrey Narcotics, interview with JIS and the matter. God knows I'm very tired since I listened to Audrey Marks. Have you all listened to Audrey Marks' interview with JIS? Audrey Marks in the last 24 hours did an interview with Jamaica Information Service. Have you watched that? And if you watch that, is it not your most confusing moment since the deportee scandal has started? Hmm? Let me know, because I am confused, I am tired, and I don't mean tired. I don't mean tired of listening to them. I mean left physically tired, left with a headache as to what on earth was Audrey trying to explain. That leads me to believe that the two sisters walk hand in hand together. Lies and confusion. Audrey Narcotics come out with something. My body lies over the ocean. My body lies over the sea. My body lies over the ocean. Oh, bring back my body to me. Bring back, oh, bring back, oh, bring back my body to me. Bring back, oh, bring back, Oh, bring back my bunny to me. That's all I could think about listening to Audrey Marks. The nursery rhyme, my bunny lies over the ocean. Eh? Bring back my bunny to me. That's all I could think about. I couldn't literally. Last night as I lay on my pillow, last night as I lay in my bed, last night as I lay in my pillow, I thought that my bunny was there. Oh, bring back, oh, bring back, oh, bring back my bunny to me. Bring back, oh, bring back, oh, bring back my bunny to me. I couldn't think of anything else. And then Cornwall Regional Hospital completion has been extended again. I mean, we will have to wait until Andrew's fourth term because it didn't finish in the first, second, or third, and first or second term. It will continue to extend in the third term. Will there be a completion date in Andrew's fourth term if he gets there? Or will that left to the PNP who saw the debacle and did not do anything about it to complete Cornwall Regional Hospital?
10 years, you say. 10 long years and look how Jamaica stay. No light, no road, no food pan we plate. People are suffer while Andrew a live great. You stand up on the platform, smile wide and proud. I tell we about prosperity, but we can't see it all now. Hurricane come through, and left the people bare. 6 months later, them still old, asleep under the air. Their JLP friends them build high-rise, road still full of hope. A house pocket you a fill, while the nation lose its soul. Hospital overflow, picnic can't get bed. School roof a leak, but you and Juliet well fed. You always have excuse, always pass the blame. Every time something wrong, it never go in your name. Jamaica a drown and you claim you're unclean. Biggest actor in a politics we ever see. Holness, time to go, time to go. The people, we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know, hear us. We are not on the door. Holness, time to go, time to go. From Kingston to Legril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done really show. Holness, time to go. Farmer can't afford to plant, food price reach the sky. You bring in the poverty while your own people cry. We born ya, we grow ya, we bleed for this land. But Andrew at the top won't extend the man. You talk about vision, you talk about plan. But 10 years later, we still can't understand. Corruption report land and nobody charge. The people pocket small, but the scandal them large. Roads crack up parish council, bro. Country suffocate done and it just more. And when we raise the voice, you call we political. But the truth is the truth, and the truth is biblical. Holness, time to go. Time to go. The people, yes and no. We say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know, hear us. We are not on the door. Holness, time to go. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry. We don't show. Holness at. We want action, no, not the lies you preach. Hurricane victims still under tarpaulin. Prime Minister fly gone foreign. Your JLP cabinet full, but the people covered empty. Oh, you live so large when we live in so scanty. Not with fists, not with fire, but with voice. Them rising higher and higher. From every parish, every yard, every gate, Jamaica speaking and I'm not too late. Time to go. The people, we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know, hear us. We are not by the door. Kingston to Negril, people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Holness our time to go. This one is for every Jamaican. What can't afford feet? We are sleep on cardboard. We are drive on broken road. The people don't forget. The people don't forgive. Enough is enough. Jamaicans will live.
To my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls, good morning and welcome to another program. It is your program at a glance right here on the Global TV Group. Where will we start this morning? Let me tell you we owed it then. We have now, politics is playwright. If you learn to follow the script, you cannot miss the lines next to come, whether it's a soap opera, it's a playwright, it's a thriller movie. It is a sequel that you must follow. I don't know if you remember the other night when I was answering Patrick Beckford, the concerned Jamaican in, I think, New Jersey, who wrote to Congress, to few Congressman Cory Booker and others, to carry out an investigation into the legality and whatsoever the deal between Jamaica and Trump is. I told you of what it is. I don't know if you remember, but Andrew Holness told us last night. Andrew Holness admit last night to what I said on Sunday night. I don't know if you remember Sunday night program, the things I told you that Jamaica were paid in relation to this deal. If you have a good memory, you will remember what was said in Sunday night's program, but we will refresh you this morning. Debbie Jarvis TV, good morning and welcome. Gloria Morris, good morning. Byron, good morning. Good morning, Lynette Jenkins, good morning. Andrea Joan Hamilton Wilson, Abinasar Cody, Sheena Kelly, Laverne, Monica Wills, Jeanette Brissett, good morning and welcome. Ladybug, good morning. Good morning, all. Colin, good morning and welcome. Elga Fletcher, good morning. Wayne Evans. Who else is there here? Lorraine Michaels. Good morning, good morning. Firecat, good morning. Pamela Acola. Morning, all. Morning, morning. Who else is here? Good morning. Violet Watson, good morning and welcome. Thank you all for joining us this morning. Audrey Robinson. Opal Watson, good morning and welcome. Follow the line. You will never miss the next line to come. Bros, good morning. Jeanette Malong, good morning. It is a soap opera. Politics is a playwright. When you understand the playwright, you will not miss the next line to come. Marcia Thomas. Andrew Holness said a lot of fuckery, just like R.J. Marks. I could work out what Andrew Holness was saying because he is a liar that tend to explain his lies in a way where you can understand his lies. Not so for R.J. Marks or for Horace Chang. God knows, I thought Horace Chang was bad, but I may come to the conclusion that Andrew Holness R.J. Narcotics badder. Because to say, Chang is more a translation problem. R.J. Marks is a confusion and conflation problem. What as Cleveland Tomlinson said, if you have a problem, R.J. Marks, in who is telling lies on you, take it up with the Americans. We, the people of Jamaica, nor us and social media, John Rock 8766, Marcy B. Rowe from the cockpit country, We're not the one who released the diplomatic note. We're not the one who put your name in a diplomatic note. Audrey Fox, Audrey Narcotics, jump on anything high as a kite. Audrey Marks. What were you saying there? Rennis Nicholson, morning. We're going to start with Audrey Marks first this morning because it's really fricked up. I mean, Auntie Angela come out and all them things. Even Auntie Angela. I mean, Auntie Angela, you know, Siaga Battery Dolly? Yes. Auntie Angela, Edward Siaga Battery Dolly, Edward Siaga woof around. Yeah, the first man in a Jamaica thought take beating. Auntie Angela, come here. You're the first woman in a Jamaica thought take lick from man. Start get kicked around from man. You're the first woman in a Jamaica man start run battery pan Auntie Angela. By Edward Siaga. Don't? Anyway, we'll get to Auntie Angela later on. We're going to start with Andrew Narcotics this morning. Jamaica. I don't know if you not got tired like me when you're not done, you know. When on a ear at on a listen, come on and talk to me fast now. Comment before me go berserk pound. No, listen to the interview with RJ Marks and JIS TV. Come, talk fast, Innit Jenkins, how you do? Battery Dolly, Auntie Angela. Boy, Auntie Angela said we're a weapon of mass destruction. Did anyone, how long it takes to write yes or no, globalist? Or Debbie say I missed it. Come on, globalist, hurry up. When I have the time to waste, my bonnie lies over the ocean. My bonnie lies over the sea. My bonnie lies over the ocean. Oh, bring back my bonnie to me. Bring back, oh, bring back my bonnie to me. Bring back, oh, bring back my bonnie to me. Last night as I lay on my pillow, last night as I lay on my bed, last night as I lay on my pillow, I thought that my bonnie was there. Oh, bring back, oh, bring back, oh, bring back my bonnie to... I couldn't think of anything else when I listened to the minister, the former ambassador. No, man. Rock RJ Marks to sleep. Fly like a kite. RJ Marks. So you mean so nobody can say yes or no other than Debbie and Laverne? Nobody can say yes or no. Did you listen to RJ Marks' interview with JSTV is the question. Coming out go further until you answer this morning. Bring back, oh, bring back my bonnie to me. Bring back, oh, bring back. Said Debbie, there's a baby need to be crying in the background. Laugh at them. Colin said he listened. Ladybug said no. Abida said yes, some of it. Oh, bring back my bonnet to me. Bring back, oh, bring back, oh, bring back my bonnet to me. Donna Thompson morning. Did you listen to Audrey Marks yesterday morning? Whenever she and JS sit down and I drink rum and I sniff crack. SD Fireball, say him Nelson. Lord Jesus. Lord have his mercy this morning upon the people of Jamaica. Who is lying? Us, who are going on the information that was put out in public, or they who are trying to cover up the United States, putting them out to dry?
Yo! Jamaica check, Jamaica check, Jamaica check. Check in, check in, check in. Aye. Why Andrew you fuck up Jamaica? Turn your wife in a house speaker. How you make the warship come here? You want Donald Trump to take over? To send more criminal boy. The deport you we no want them boy. Andrew Holness a real slave master. Him sell out the whole of Jamaica to Donald Trump, but Andrew Holness wicked and lie. Sell out Jamaica and left us to die. Donald Trump tell Andrew say, you see the Chinese them send them away. Why Andrew you fuck up Jamaica? It's like you want to hurry up with hunger. And I said no the police and soldier. Fi kill off we who in Jamaica. Fi bring pedophile from Panwell. Fi rape little bikini ham big woman. Donald Trump keep your problem. Little Jamaica can't solve them. Jamaica have them one problem. We want a way out to solve them. We have to robbers and thieves. Little Jamaica in a grief. Why Andrew you fuck up Jamaica? Turn your wife in a house speaker. How you make the warship come?
Me don't know who write the song them, the song them good, but they write and attribute themselves to it, so we can't know who write them. But we're not going to keep on waiting for too much longer. We're going to move on to hard remarks. We're going to move on to Minister Narcotics. Lord, this thing jump out. Hold on. Let me put in back the audio. Let's move on. Lord God Almighty. This is not safe. When I listen to hard remarks, Elga Fletcher, Randy, how you do? I understand where the conflation phrase comes from. The conflation where you hear them talk about, when I listen to the minister, the former ambassador, the national dunce, the muddy-faced Audrey, high and cracked, Audrey Marks, Audrey Narcotics, a better Chang, a translation problem we have with Chang. No, sir. It can't so bad. Then Auntie Angela, Siaga Battery Dolly, come out at a be a fuckery, but Andrew tell we in the pay. You don't remember what Mr. Sunday night, You don't remember what Mr. Sunday night. You don't need pen and paper when me attack. You don't need pen and paper when me attack.
The ministerial update here on the JIS. Today we're speaking with Ambassador Audrey Marks. She is the Minister with responsibility for efficiency, innovation, and digital.
Don't make we start quarrel about the like button this morning, globalists, all right? You don't know I'm not afraid of the problem. Globalists, you don't know I'm not afraid of the war. So the best you can do is act in a way to avoid the problem. Avoiding the problem is hitting the like button. That's all. That's all. So, you don't know I'm not afraid to cause the problem. You don't know I'm not afraid to start the problem neither. You understand? So just do the honorable thing. All right? We're going to listen to Minister of Narcotics and Roman Boom.
Transformation in the office of the Prime Minister. Recent media reports have suggested that she made a proposal to the U.S. government about a third country national program, which is the subject of a memorandum of understanding with the U.S. government. She joins us now to answer some of the concerns raised in the public domain. Ambassador Marks, thank you for joining us. Firstly, why have you decided to speak out on this issue?
Well, as you know, and I've been hearing that I've not addressed this matter earlier. How the government works is that the line ministers and the information minister would respond to issues of national importance. So if you notice, it would have been the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Ministry of National Security and Peace, and the Minister of National Security and Peace, and the Information Minister. They would deal with any matter of national importance in addressing the nation. And that's the process that started and got to a certain point. I was away last week, but when I came back, I realized that the country was being flooded with misinformation. And a lot of it was centered on a misunderstanding, where it was being said that I made a proposal for 10,000 criminals to come into Jamaica. So it was very important for me to start speaking about it and clarify.
That's their first line, Miss Marks. Nobody never say you arrange for 10,000 criminals. 10,000, up to 10,000 deportees. That was the argument. All right? So the horse out of the gate lying. Continue lying, Marks.
Exactly what the MOU is about and what my proposal is about.
I mean, you just mentioned it just now that you've seen and you've been reading some of the comments online. What would you say is the biggest misunderstanding that you'd want the public to get the truth to?
The biggest misunderstanding is that we have signed a MOU that allows criminals, rapists, murderers to come into the country. Now, a popular video going around speaks about Secretary Rubio saying they are going to send third country nationals with criminal records, all their rapists and murderers, etc., to other countries. And that is the video that seemed to be driving the narrative.
That seemed to be the video driving the narrative. Are you saying it's a ChatGPT video? Are you saying it's a fake story? Or is it what the Foreign Secretary and the President of the United States told us? Are you saying we are using it to beef up the argument, to beef up the story, and it is totally and wholly irrelevant? Is that what Ms. Marks is saying?
But
today, when you walk in the hallways, you hear this bing, bing, bing. It's not apps being created. It's problems that are being solved.
This entire conversation started on June 16th, I believe, when the Gleaner published an article that said Jamaica had signed the third country nationals MOU with the United States. The MOU was leaked to the Gleaner, so it detailed all the information in the MOU. They could have just as well just print the MOU. The information that is in the MOU and what was printed in the Gleaner spoke specifically of Jamaica not admitting serious criminals. So let me now go to what was printed in the Gleaner and is actually what was agreed by the government of Jamaica. So it is in the public domain. It says,
let me first say, one of the things that confuses me about the government and this deal, you have signed a deal that is yet to work out how the deal will work. Is that not a backward thing to do? You would have worked out the nitty-gritties, dot the I's and cross the T's before you signed off on it. But it's the other way around as to how arrangement, negotiation, contractual agreement, or whatever is done. Because you signed it, then push the paper across the desk, do you sign it and you say, okay, we're going to now sort out how the deal would work. That is one of the lies where nobody, even myself up until now, is really talking about. That is one part that all of us in media is missing, in politics is missing. You signed it, and now you're telling us we haven't worked out how the thing will work. So what is it, Miss Marks, that our country has signed up to? Because now that we have signed it, Donald Trump can insert anything into it and say, you'll have to agree to it because you signed it. That is something that we have not paid much attention to since the whole debacle starts.
The transfer of TCNs, third country nationals, will be suspended if more than 10 persons apply to remain in Jamaica. The MOU speaks to the USA providing biological, medical, and criminal documentation to the extent available.
To the extent available is the key word here. So if the US don't have their criminal antecedents from their country of origin, we don't know if we're taking criminal or not. Isn't it, Miss Crutches? Isn't it that if it is that the US will only provide us as much as they know, they cannot provide us what they don't know, then we don't know who we're accepting. Miss Crutches, isn't it? Oh, these people, she makes me tired, like literally.
And also that Jamaica will evaluate each TCN prior to a decision to transfer that individual.
Under what rules, my dear? We're going to stop her a lot this morning, because we have to debunk her bit by bit. Under what rules will Jamaica do all those checks, ma'am? Oh, we're crying out. Let it go on.
Through Jamaica. It also specifically states that Jamaica will limit any transfer to only adults who have not been convicted of serious criminal offenses. And it says serious because they would have a criminal offense already. That is immigration violation. And many of us, we know many relatives who went to the USA, run off or overstay.
Yes, but what if they commit a serious criminal offense or multiple serious criminal offense in their country of origin? Would the United States of A be able to ascertain that information and to pass that information on to us before they offload those people on us? Is the question. Your face dent up like 1980 cursing pan election after election campaign done.
If they are caught, that's a criminal violation in terms of immigration violation. But serious criminal violations would be like rapes, murders, all the things that government is being accused of allowing into the country.
That Marco Rubio, correction, Miss Crutches, that Marco Rubio told us that they're sending to other countries. That Marco Rubio told us in no uncertain terms that they're sending to other countries.
Specifically non-negotiable in the MOU. It also says that Jamaica retains full discretion to decline to accept any individual for any reason, including health and for security purposes or any other base.
How can you, after you first sign the deal, not knowing, we can argue, what you have signed up to? How can you then turn around and refuse to accept people with a particular antecedents or whatever After you sign, say, I will accept whatever you have to offer. Remember, Jamaica get the pay already in RJ Marks, and we will come to the pay later on. Because Jamaicans don't remember when we say Sunday night. We will come to the pay later on because Andrew Holness admit to when we say,
and it goes on to say other things. But it's important to note that this information is in the public domain. This was in the first article published by the Gleaner. Yet, because this was an orchestrated misinformation plan, the very same day.
A Gleaner no job word final, or no job word for me, or any other independent broadcaster. A Gleaner no job word for. So Gleaner have to go come out, come answer your panda part, the RJ Marks, because a Gleaner ya job word for, not me.
And in the continuing days, what we have seen pushed from various bloggers, YouTubers, all kinds of persons, third country, national.
Miss Scratches, why you not call Gleaner name? Anything the whole of we out here talk about, what we get from Gleaner, what we get from TVJ, everybody was reporting on Gleaner source. So now call we name Jankro. Jankro, hype and crack, Jankro, don't call we name. Call the Gleaner name. Uno love to come out, come pick pan we. Because it look like fill with dead meat. Sweeter than for Gleaner and TVJ and RJR and all that. Why I feel with dead meat on our pick? Why I feel with name on our call? Why don't call Gleaner? Everybody a lead on the information with Gleaner put out. Call Gleaner name.
MOU with the United States to take criminals into Jamaica. That is not so. And that's the first thing we must clarify and put an end to.
You've said, though, that you did, in fact, make a proposal to the U.S. government about
the confusion here. No!
The skills program. That has now been conflated with this third country national program. Let's start with your proposal. How did that come about?
Back in 2024, when the Republican Party, President Trump, when he was campaigning and they're having their convention, they put a major focus on the migration policy in the United States. And they committed that there would be a drastic change. This was concretized later on in the America First policy document. And when you read that, it clearly shows that there'll be mass deportations. In fact, not even a person whose parents born in another country and the child is born in the United States, even that would be questioned. So it's a massive relook, a significant and material relook at America's migrant policy and immigration policy, so to speak. So in my role as ambassador, the first thing that I must do whenever there's any policy changes going on in the United States, I must look at how that impacts Jamaica. And then I'm still an entrepreneur, so I also look at, is there an opportunity to minimize risk and challenges to Jamaica? But is there also an opportunity to see any benefit to Jamaica in whatever is happening? So that was my motivation to study it and to make sure I look at where can we minimize risk to Jamaica and also find opportunities.
And so in that line, what exactly were you proposing?
So I came up with my team at the embassy, we came up with a proposal where we could cooperate. And the first area would be on expanding the amount of Jamaican seasonal workers. Right now,
the amount of Jamaican seasonal workers. Seasonal workers, listen carefully, Jamaica. Jamaica. Lord Jesus, listen carefully. Seasonal workers are referred to, as we know, as those who are in the farm working program, those who are in the hotel working program. Those are seasonal workers. That's what we know of as seasonal worker. If anybody know any other seasonal worker, please let me know. Those are the people who are referred to as seasonal workers. Continue, Ms. Marks.
The cap is about 20,000. and we'll be proposing more like 200,000. And so my thinking was, how do we get ahead of this situation and propose to the US that we can help? We can help because we have an established legal system of bringing workers into the country. And so that was
Explain that. A legal system of bringing workers into the country. Who are they? What? Explain that program, Miss Marks. Other than the Cuban nurses, who that program was set up from decades ago, what other program do we have to bring workers into Jamaica? Huh? Miss Marks, Junkin Hyper and Crack RJ Marks, Miss Crutches, what is she talking about? Can somebody write in the comment what RJ Marks are talking about?
First proposal. The second is that when you look at the figures, it will break out that 8.5 million of the undocumented migrants in the United States are highly skilled. And we know that in Jamaica, we are having a situation where we have lost over 1.3 million Jamaicans who have migrated, many highly skilled.
So then, Miss Marks, in your confusion and conflation here, am I to understand that, yes, in 2004, I made the proposal that some of these people who Donald Trump is planning to deported are highly skilled people, and us in Jamaica who are short of highly skilled workers can take some of them. Is that not what RJ Marks is confusing herself about here? Diane Campbell, Christopher Stevens, Stephen Harefield. Huh? No, talk truth. Want to talk truth, no? Is that not what RJ Marks is saying? Yes, I did. I did ask them, give us some of them highly skilled, undocumented migrants. RJ Marks, that's what you admitted to here. Is it not? Or am I taking it a bit too far, Miss Marks? When you enough you lie, either you don't lie or you shut your damn mouth. You shut your mouth, RJ Marks. RJ Marks, shut your mouth.
They are trained teachers, nurses, doctors, scientists. They have better opportunities in the United States, and for the last 40 years, they have been migrating. So we have brain drain. My thinking at the time, how can we utilize the situation to attract more skilled workers into Jamaica? Because we are hearing the complaints across all industries.
We don't hear RJ Marks admit, even when them say we conflate, Jesus Christ. RJ Marks, when you come out and no badger we and try to make we look bad. So we are conflate two different things together. Here you come out. Here you come out in your confusion, admitting to exactly what we said, Ron Holness, to exactly what the diplomatic note says. Huh? So how is it that you want to continue to blame us when RJ Marks is telling us in 2024, while the Donald Trump campaign was going on, as an entrepreneur and an ambassador, I sit down and think of what could we do? And I think because some of these people, these undocumented migrants who are about to deport if Donald Trump gets into power, are highly skilled people. And because we have lost, said Miss Marks, so much of our highly skilled people, then we could work out a way to get some of these highly skilled people. And you will hear later on in the video, RJ Marks tied up herself with the 10,000 number. Eh? Lord Jesus. Whoa, read Psalms for them. Because when you read Psalms for them have to fall apart right in front of your eye.
Industries that we are short of skilled labor in some areas.
And so what would have been involved in the program that you were proposing?
And so what I'm saying is for the economy to grow, we have to face the population problem and the skills labor problem. However, we have 50,000 persons who are unemployed, and then we have maybe about another 50,000 or more underemployed. So we have to, so my thinking was, how do
it's written in the stars, million miles away. When you look up in the air for the answer no up there. The answer do up there. Look upon the interviewer who talk to you, Miss Scratches. Miss Scratches, look upon the interviewer. No look up in the ear. You're not going to find the answer up there. Searching, searching. Hear, O Lord, to the sounds of my cry. Hear, O Lord, and have mercy. My soul is longing for the glory of you. Forgive, O Lord, and you not get to answer this morning, RJ Max. You could have looked, you could have searched, you could have squint, you could have rolled your eye. RJ Max, you won't find the answer where you tear up in the ear for. Your face dent up like the kerosene pan them where PNP and people used to beat when election campaign go around in 1979. You look just like the dent up kerosene pan them. And to top it off, RJ, you paint over the dent them with thick red St. Elizabeth mud. Woman, go on. You look disgraceful. You sound disgraceful. You act disgraceful. You're a national embarrassment. You're an international dunce. You are a crying shame. RJ Marks, pan Jamaica. But aren't you a Labourite? RJ Marks, aren't you a Labourite?
we balance that by making sure when we are bringing in persons into the country, we are also looking at ways that we will get Jamaicans employed and engaged in the economy. So it was a broad-based proposal, and we'll go through that. It has other areas in it. It had it also looked at how we could set up Jamaica as a location for large companies like Google, Amazon, to get their H-1 visa workers settled in Jamaica, because
right, this is where I don't understand. If people like Google and Amazon, H-1 visa holders are going to settle in Jamaica, does it mean that Amazon and Google are going to set up shop in a Jamaica, or them are going to drive from Jamaica morning time, go Silicon Valley or wherever go work, and drive back in a evening time? Lady, make we know. Lady, make we know where you talk about. Because, hey, you see, now we know where the word conflation come from, don't? Jamaica people, if you never understand what the word and term and phrase conflation, Opal, don't ask me, wait till you say the marks. Wait till you say, hey, you're worse than Horace Chang, me not lie. Worse than Horace Chang.
that program is also going to be cut in the United States. And if we can become a near-shore destination for these large companies to put their employees here in Jamaica, it could also be very good for our economy. We also looked at things like the near-shore.
Is it just their employees, or they're going to set up shop in Jamaica as well? Miss Marks, how this get in at the deportee argument? Anyway, continue, because it's a confusion. It's a shit show,
logistics
really.
hub for the region, and also security matters, trafficking of guns and drugs, how we could work better to deal with that.
The ants nest a crawl wider. Look at the journalist. Look at the journalist who are confused. What the fuck are you talking about? This is what he's saying in his head, Miss Marks, because I can get into people's head, you see. He is saying, what the fuck is she talking about? What the fuck have I got myself into working with JIS where I have to listen to bullshit and not being able to be objective and ask the question and push back and say, are you sure of the information you're imparting, Miss Marks? This is the confusion on his face, poor thing.
So that is a comprehensive proposal. And in it, when we break out the area that deals with the skills worker migration, you'll be seeing that if we have 775 communities. If we even look at in terms of placement, because you'd want to make sure it's done in a way that integrates into the country, and say even 20 per community, you're looking at 15,500 persons coming in. And so I kind of just run it off at 10,000 because we couldn't start with any big number anyway. It's going.
So the 10,000 argument I never lie, Miss Marks, isn't it? Miss Scratches. Dig hole for yourself. Dig in the hole deeper, Miss Marks. So you did mention the 10,000. Don't? Miss Scratches, you did mention the 10,000, isn't it? Because you just say it, you know. And we hold you and squeeze it out of you. And we quick. No, hit the like button there. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, please. Don't make us start on Uno. Make we stay with RJ Marks this morning. Don't make us start on Uno. So RJ Marks, Miss Scratches, you did. Make we reverse her a bit. Because she admits that as she come up with a 10,000 number, how she work out the mathematics, the method that she used to arrive to the 10,000. When you know, say me done some number confuse me. First, if you go past 10, then me last. Once you go past 10, me in a wilderness. But Miss Marks, after the conflation and the pushback and the lies and the omens and armings, RJ Marks is telling us how she got to the 10,000 figure. RJ Marks also, RJ Marks, I'm a trained investigator as per my degree. I'm trained to listen well. I'm trained to analyze a single word, Miss Marks, you see. So I don't lie we I tell. I don't lie the green I tell. You made the proposal, as you have admitted in this interview. You calculated, Miss Marks, the 10,000 figure as admitted in this interview. So what is your gripe, Miss Marks? What on earth is your beef, as the British would say? Who's telling the lie? Because it's not the Americans and it's not us. Because RJ Marks, in her interview with Jamaica Information Service, admitted that she made a proposal to have some of who Trump was planning to deport before Trump came into power, who are highly skilled, into our economy. Miss Marks then went on to tell us how she got to the 10,000 figure. So what is nice about Miss Marks? Miss Marks, answer this. What is the noise about? Talk, your lady. Lady talk, because whatever. Rather than give you rum and boom for drink, rather you sniff a whole whistler full of crack before you come, or you drink a gallon of mad puss piss before you come. I don't think you're listening to yourself in this interview. But then again, if you come for tell lie, you're going to come confused. Talk, yeah, Marks.
Also going to be caught in the United States. And if we can become a near-shore destination for these large companies to put their employees here in Jamaica, it could also be very good for our economy. We also looked at things that...
No, but how does that help us with skilled workers though, Miss Marks? How does Amazon and Google placing their H1 visa holders in Jamaica, how does that solve the skilled worker program shortage that we have? Answer that, partner. Hey, woman. Don't make a start on you this morning, you know. You're shame like a dog. You can't even hold up your head. You can't even look on the interview. You're shame like dog.
The nearshore logistics hub for the region, and also security matters, trafficking of guns and drugs, how we could work better to deal with that. So that is a comprehensive proposal. And in it, when we break out the area that deals with the skills worker migration, you'll be seeing that if we have 775 communities. If we even look at in terms of placement, because you'd want to make sure it's done in a way that integrates into the country, and say even 20 per community, you're looking at 15,500 persons coming in. And so I kind of just run it off at 10,000 because we couldn't start with any big number anyway. It's going to be a gradual program. I actually, in the document, looked at a pilot of 1,000 persons to start the process.
So that was for that skilled workers program that you're speaking about, and that's how that 10,000 figure came up?
That's how that came up, and that was from January 2025. That conversation started then, and the proposal was done about March 2025.
If them send you out to clear up anything, my dear, you make it even worse. Because what you have given me is more question. What your confusion have given me is clarity. Clarity that it's not the gleaner that is lying. It's not the United States Foreign Department or Embassy is lying. It's the entire JLP regime that is lying. But Audrey Marks tore them out a road yesterday.
So it's over a year ago. But when I came back to Jamaica in April 2025, we, I got busy setting up a new ministry, then election, and then Hurricane Melissa. While we were busy with our national priorities here, the U.S. was implementing the America's First policy document, which included changes in migration.
And on that point, to be clear, were you...
Not changes in migration, changes in immigration policy is the right phrase.
Involved at all, or are you involved at all, or were you at any point involved in that TCN program that is now the subject of the MOU?
Oh, no, not at all. That would be the United States, the White House and the State Department. That's their program. And they have approached...
You cannot say no, not at all, Audrey Marks. You told us earlier on in your video that when Donald Trump was campaigning under the America First policy initiative, you were looking at negotiating to take some of those highly skilled workers who Donald Trump was planning to deport. That is still to do with third country national Audrey Marks. That's what TCN means. So yes, you were involved in the negotiation.
I think now around between 27 and 28 countries have signed. Our neighbor here in the region, Belize, signed from about October. Many of our...
That's irrelevant to the people of Jamaica. If the entire world signs, it got nothing to do with us. We don't live in the entire world. We live in Jamaica. We don't concern about the entire world in relation to TCN. We're concerned about Jamaica. So the fact that you all are pushing it down our throats of the other countries that signed, maybe they signed after they work out a deal. What you all are telling us, when you sign first, then una go work out what will it be. How fucking stupid, you bunch of rats.
Caribbean countries have signed, and I think Jamaica, Barbados, and Ghana are the last ones now negotiating. And I know another 54 countries, I know they're from the records that are in the public domain, they're in negotiations with. That's a clear United States policy, not anything at all to do with me. I could not dictate to the US anything about their third country nationals program.
So you were not involved in that negotiation?
Right. So a year later, January 2nd, 2026, is when the United States Embassy here transmitted a request to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to start a discussion, read their request for Jamaica to sign an MOU to deal with third country nationals. It was the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, the Ministry of National Security and Peace, the Attorney General's Department, they're all, I think, Ministry of Justice.
Answer this, Audrey Marks. If they have signed, what is there to agree? Is it not an acceptance of whatever is pushed across the table? Because the working out of how all of this will work would have come before the signing in any agreement, negotiation, contractual agreement, or otherwise. You sit down first, is it not? Work out the nitty-gritty, dot the I's, Miss Marks, and cross the T's. Then after doing so, you say, you. This I can work with, so let me sign off on it. But if you have signed a blank statement, as Andrew Holness had Christopher Tufton and Andrew, what the other one did name, sign an undated blank document and then left for Andrew Holness to insert whatever he wants in it. It's the same principle with Donald Trump. Because if you have signed the TCN, the MOU, Donald Trump can then insert whatever he wants in it because Horace Chang has already signed it. You idiots. And then you don't see where the problem is. And then you can come and tell us that, no, we're not accepting criminal. No, we can do this, and no, we can do that. How so? You've already signed. So whatever is written into the blank paper where you sign pan, you've already signed to it. You cannot go back to Donald Trump and say that's not what we signed to. Why? Marks told the government and the boss.
All focused on making sure that Jamaica could sign the MOU, but in a manner that would not disturb what we are trying to achieve as a country.
Yeah. Is this skilled worker proposal that you had put forward still going to be implemented?
Oh, it still is, but we also need to deal with that misinformation. Because some of the questions I've noted, they're saying,
what does the misinformation have to do with the implementation of a program, darling? Just answer that for us. What does the misinformation have to do with the implementation of a program? What does it have to do? When Simpson ever concerned about misinformation when you want to advance on an agenda, how does that affect the implementation of a skilled worker program? Audrey Marks?
Persons are saying, but this is what the embassy said, that Ambassador Marks proposed to take 10,000 criminals into the country, and the embassy would not be lying. I'm going to do some things that we don't normally do, because diplomatic notes, diplomatic agreements that are being discussed at a high level are not usually put in the public domain. It's got to be It's like when WikiLeaks happen. You don't put out documents while you're in negotiations or documents that are sensitive to bilateral and, even multilateral relations. They have to be managed a certain way. But what I can do, I can read from the diplomatic note exactly what was requested. So the diplomatic note said that the United States has the further honor.
For all we care, Audrey Marks, you could be reading from a nursery rhyme book. For all we care, Audrey Marks, you on your paper fingering with papers, Audrey Marks. You could be reading from a nursery rhyme. Nobody know what you are reading from. Nobody know what's in front of you. As to why you come and interview with all of them paper there in your hand, just a finger, and now look down on the paper them for the answer, but you look up in the ear. Audrey Marks, move and go on with your dent up, over make up face with full of red dirt.
Advise and really request that a meeting to discuss the proposal by Minister Audrey Marks to XYZ during the America's Counter-Cartel Conference at the U.S. Southern Command in Miami, Florida on March 5th, 2026 for a third country national arrangement, not the MOU, that Jamaica would receive up to 10,000 third country individuals from the United States. What they are doing, they are asking for a meeting to discuss the proposal. Now, I want to go further and just, people can Google it. You can Google what a third country national means. And it means an individual who is in a country that is not their home of citizenship. They are neither a citizen of the nation they are currently in, the host country, in this case, the United States, nor the nation that they would be going to. Depending on the context, this term applies in different ways. So, for example, in the European Union, they gave that as an example. If you are in the European Union working and you're from Canada or even England, you're referred to as a third country national. So a third country
national, Audrey, don't use for working people. It only used for deportees. Third country nationals is a reference to deportee. Okay? It don't reference to people who have legal status and is working and so on. No, it does not. It's reference to deportees. Because if you not send them to another country, then the third country don't come in. You understand? Third country, once you hear third country, we're dealing with deportees, Audrey Marks. So now make it look like there's many different definitions of third country. Oh, for God's sake.
National don't mean that you're a criminal. It means that you're not from the country you're coming from, or you're not a citizen.
Nobody was saying third country or deportee or criminal. However, Donald Trump told us, Marco Rubio told us in no uncertain terms that those are the people they are rounding up to get out of them country. Christopher, me tired too, but we have to keep up with the fuckery. If we don't keep up with the fuckery, this is how the lady can come tell you about the petty fire. This is how a labor right can come tell you about petty fire if we don't keep up with the fuckery. We have to keep up with the fuckery. If we don't keep up with it, we will get lost in cancellation.
The country you're going to. So when the United States asks for a meeting to discuss the third country national arrangement, not MOU, of up to 10,000.
Audrey Marks, the third country national, it's what the MOU is concerned with. So don't confuse the Jamaica people with your acronymized explanation, darling. Do not. Don't confuse it with your acronyms. The MOU discusses third country national deportees. So how is it that you never involve when them ask for a meet? Oh, go along, you fucking stupid idiot.
Individuals. There's nothing wrong with that. That is in keeping with our discussion and what I'm proposing, that we need skilled workers and we want to discuss it because.
Okay. They made a request to discuss the third country national with you because you look skilled worker and a lot of skilled worker into that batch. You say, oh yeah, mincemeat the thing. You see how you mix up yourself and I tell with the truth in the mix up. Only if people listen to these people carefully.
It would involve an entire framework. It would involve funding from the United States. It would involve a process because those persons that would be coming would be persons that are already working in the United States. They are being processed, they are being screened.
Not necessarily, RJ Marks. Not necessarily that they are working. Some people are captured at the border and put in detention until US can push them out. Of course, some people that were working get picked up and caught up in this issue. Stop the bullshit, darling. Diane Campbell, all you do. Stop the bullshit. Stop bullshitting us.
They are working. They have applied for residency, I would assume some of them, but they would not be given residency in the United States under these current changing migration policies. So the idea that if we get a request from the United States for a meeting to discuss this proposal, it means that I had put some sort of proposal to have 10,000 persons of criminal conviction coming to Jamaica is total misinformation. And I dare say the people who are pushing this rumor knows better because they have a copy of the diplomatic note. They know what they're doing. So to put out that the MOU was signed and that the MOU involves Jamaica proposing to take 10,000, making it seem like it's 10,000 criminals, is total misinformation.
Stephen Hayfield, the people them cussing a piece, yeah. You can't listen to Labour right and don't cuss. The people them cussing a piece. Laugh at them. No, sir. Oh, you clock out marks at that about.
Speaking of the MOU, it has been said by the government that the MOU would have been released. It's not yet been released. Why?
The MOU is a document being negotiated, and you have the MOU, the terms of the MOU, how it will work. You don't normally release the document before you finalize.
But you sign it though. You sign it. The negotiation and all that is not being finalized, but you sign it. So why not show you want to sign? If you buy puss in a bag, share the puss with we. You buy puss in a bag already. Share the puss with we. I know this man in the video with the little girl, I read Lisa with an important, the puss in a bag story. You buy the puss in a bag already. We know it's a puss. We know the puss is in a bag. Share it with us. Because you sign it already. Open it soon done. And you know, hey, it'll get worse when you done, you know, because we're going to Andrew, but Andrew not go so long though. So no prepare yourself for worse, and that me I tell you no. You understand? Prepare yourself for worse, Michael Nepa man. But when me case and done narcotic marks.
The negotiations and the agreements. Because you have, in everything, you have the cover document, and then you have some appendix, some terms that will go with it. So how will it work? Who will be involved? You know, for example, the International Migration Organization, will be the point organization handling the transit of third country nationals from the United States through Jamaica. The other point why
Pal, you can't do that. You have to turn up and listen what Andrew say, because me not explain it to none of you. So you have to turn up and listen. And that means this.
Regarding the misinformation, the MOU states that the person will be here for 7 days, maximum 14 days. So there's no flooding of third country nationals to Jamaica, and certainly again, no criminals.
What happens now?
In the UK, SIM cards and expensive monthly bills are about to become a thing of the past. Since free internet technology already exists, why keep letting monthly bills hold you hostage?
So what happens now is that it's part of what I'm doing. We have to push back very hard. We have to force persons to apologize and admit that they have told a lie. And we have to continue pushing back.
Move your junk in clot fire. Move your junk no fuck.
Until more people understand that it's not everything you hear you can take up. They have come on my social media pages and others to say, you know, you sell out the country, you are getting money to buy your business, all kinds of nonsense. Before coming back to Jamaica, I get so many offers to serve in international organizations, large companies. Up to January this year, I got an offer to be an executive at a high level, not doing half the work I'm doing now, for a base of 2 million US per year. That's about what, 320 million Jamaican? I'm not here working for money. I'm here doing national service. And if you cut me, my blood is black, green, and gold. So if someone like me can be accused of selling out the country, where are we going? This is not something that will displace Jamaicans.
Oh, bring back my bonnet to me. All right, now, we're going to move on. She pissed on her foot enough. And go up, she use the piss, so she pissed on her foot on lotion. Audrey Marks. The piss so you piss on your foot, just use it and turn cream. Now, hey, laugh at them. Now, we're going to go to the Prime Minister. This is very short. But don't have to run. Me want to know. It's very, very short. But listen well. Let me go into the explanation first. Remember Sunday night when I deal with what Patrick Beckford is asking Cory Booker and some other Congress people to investigate? I told you all that Jamaica get peer ready. The Global Peace Index that put Jamaica as the third most peaceful country in Central and North America is one of the payment. The money that Auntie Angela received for further Hurricane Melissa relief, the 1 million, the 400,000 in cash, and the rest in other relief, I told you that's a part of the payment. I also told you that when these diplomatic agreements are being made, what would go to a country like Jamaica is lifting the country's profile, the unstoppable one. How you do? Lifting the country's profile. So now that the Global Peace Index says we are the third most peaceful country in that block, I did say to you, one of the things that we should look out for is the U.S. National Travel Advisory being revised and elevated to either number 2 or number 1. Listen to your Prime Minister this morning. Uno see me a teach you but uno not listen. Uno not follow the script. And it anger me sometimes when uno don't follow this, because if uno follow the script, they can't fool you, you know. If uno follow the script.
Forgive me for taking this platform to make this point, but I don't believe there is a better platform than this one, a platform of progress being made buildings going up, roads being constructed, our travel advisory being upgraded, and we are being rated as the most peaceful country. Those who come to you with lies and nonsense, tell them to go away. Go away.
That's what Andrew Holness sell Jamaica out for him to get the country status elevated, so him and Minister of Slavery can make more money out of tourism. That's all, you know. Jamaica sold out for. Listen well.
In me, you have a leader who has vision. Listen to me now. A whole heap of leader go out them bed and dream. Dream and then come and tell you all kind of lovely things. They are very articulate. You can listen to them. You say, wow, man is so Englified. But ask them, show me what you have built. Show me what you have accomplished. Show me what you have done. They are the same set of people who are telling you the lies. Because people who have accomplished things, let the truth speak for them in the actions and the things that have materialized from the vision they have showed you. The people who tell you lies are those who have never achieved anything, and therefore they have to lie to distract you. I want anyone today to contest the things that I have said. Let them say that there is no building operating here. There is no building going on here. That Bombrook isn't materializing. Let them deny it. Let them deny that there is a bypass being built here. Let them deny that the plans are now moving from plans to execution for the East Harbour and the West Harbour. Let them deny it. And there is no lie that they can tell about TCN and all the other things that can distract from the progress that is being made. Right across Jamaica, brick by brick, asphalt laid by asphalt laid, houses handing over. We are improving the lives of the Jamaican people.
Laugh at them. So now see what the deal is about. We could listen to a news clipping. It's not gonna be much of him in the news clipping. So now see what the TCN deal is about. All Jamaica got out of it. No. All Jamaica got out of it is the country's profiles being elevated to number 2 on the travel advisory, and the Global Peace Index said we're the third peaceful country in the region. That's what Holness are bringing criminals to come rape with, to come shoot with, to come robbery, to come draw away in a bush and battery with like how Siaga used to do with Desmond McKenzie. Remember me telling you Sunday night, said the travel advisory was going to be revised and elevated. Go back to my show on Sunday night when I answer Patrick Beckford request for investigation. Me said no, it answer already. Auntie Angela get the money. The Global Peace Index speak, and they are going to revise the travel advisory to number 1 or number 2. Go back and listen to Sunday night program and see if you don't find it in there. That's what Jamaica was paid to carry 10,000 criminals come rape we have.
No criminal records. That emphasis from the Prime Minister this evening on the status of third country nationals that may arrive in Jamaica from the United States. While speaking during a tour of the Boundbrook Urban Center yesterday, Dr. Andrew Holness argued that any individual entering the country with a criminal record would be in breach of the MOU between the Jamaican government and the Trump administration. Ramada Lyons tells us more.
For weeks, the abbreviations at the center of political discussions or arguments.
Andrew Mark, if you watch the entire video, yes, that's what Audrey is saying. In 2004, when Trump was campaigning and is proposing to deport a lot of these people, that's where she come up with the plan of gaining some of those skilled workers, because some of those people are highly skilled workers. When you listen back the interview and listen it carefully in our own time. And we say everything where them a tell, we tell life, and RJ Marks come admit to it in a public.
haven't been JLP or PNP. Instead, it's TCN, Third Country Nationals. One of the biggest concerns, criminals with no ties to Jamaica entering the island and putting citizens in danger. But Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness assures that based on agreements, there's absolutely no plan for criminals to be on the passenger list.
Which we will check and they will check. And if there is any such person to come in,
Andrew Holness, oh, you go check them antecedents. Huh? You see the lie what these people, this is what I say. You don't hate to hear him, but you don't have to listen. You don't have to know the lies that he told. You don't have to know. How we are going to know if we don't listen? How you go check Andrew Holness? How you go check them antecedents? Is it not what Trump sent Conge you have to accept? Remember, say, you sign the MOU already. And then you turn around and tell we say, you still negotiate the terms of the MOU. So how we sign? Why not sign it? Is it not after you negotiate all of the terms and whatever you want to negotiate, then is when you should sign off on it? Is it not?
it immediately voids the MOU. So even though we have an understanding, we have not yet worked out how it is going to work. We have the broad understanding.
See, the Prime Minister is saying, we have signed the broad understanding. Then Donald Trump can insert anything he wants into the broad understanding. And because we, as a stupid bend over country, has signed the broad understanding, we will have to accept whatever the United States push across the table to us. Because the United States is going to tell us, but you signed on the dotted line already. Does this sound like intelligent people making decisions on our behalf when they have signed something and is willing to tell us, we don't know what it is it's going to be yet, even though we have signed it? We don't know what the end goal is going to be, but we have signed it. You fucking stupid. Then you want to come out here, Andrew Holness, and talk to it, as Opal would say, like a ghetto fabulous. Why you don't go raise your voice when you talk to Trump, Jankro? Jankro, when you talk to Trump, why you don't raise your voice? When you're in negotiation with Marco Rubio after you have signed the memorandum of understanding, if dunceness was a thing, Andrew Holness is that thing. The JLP regime that has captured our country is that thing. We want to buy puss in a bag and then tell we say, wait until we release the puss. Then you see that it is really a puss. What if it's a pig in the bag that go oink, oink? Huh? What if it's Trenton in the bag? Good God Almighty.
No criminals.
Dr. Holness reiterated an argument already made by National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang. That is, the third country nationals will not be staying in the island permanently.
And they're not coming here to live. This is a point that needs to be made. They are coming here.
Perry, good morning. Prepare on ears, Jackie Walford, morning. Prepare on ears. You are going to hear the biggest fuckery that mankind have ever listened to. Hey, clean out to the ears. If you don't need for run down a doctor, go get to the ears wash out. Because you're going to hear the biggest fuckery you've ever heard in your entire life and time. Listen here. Oh.
They're in transit to their home country. And that's one of the reasons why we have been asked to facilitate and support. Because the idea is to get them into a country where they can get connections to their country easily without having to go back through.
Laugh at them! You know what Holness said? They've been sent to a country where it's easier for them to get connecting flights, where they don't have to go back to the United States of A to get back to their country of origin. Have you ever heard such fuckery? This is broader than bullshit, I must admit. This is broader than bullshit. Have you ever heard such fuckery before, Damien Gosh? Have you ever heard such fuckery before? The one runway Jamaica, the one total runway Jamaica. Jump Billy. Laugh at him. The Prime Minister said, no, man, I should go reverse it. Only never hear what the Prime Minister said just now. God see me heart, I never hear. Tolerate it a bit there for me. I not tolerate him. Me know it hard, O'Neill Dennis. Me know it hard, but tolerate him a bit more for me, please.
They are coming here in transit to their home country. And that's one of the reasons why we have been asked to facilitate and support, because the idea is to get them into a country where they can get connections to their country easily without having to go back through to the United States.
In 2025, Jamaica recorded fewer than 700 murders.
At this point, Jamaica, I can confirm to you that for the first time, I can say the Prime Minister is speaking out of his asshole.
The first time in 40 years, Dr. Holness indicated that the gains made by the Jamaica Constabulary Force will not be jeopardized. He sought to quell the fears of some Jamaicans.
I want to assure Jamaicans that the concerns that you have had, and I can understand why you would have the concerns, that they are false. And they make no sense really, because the government has invested heavily in reducing our crime and murder rate. Now we start to talk about Jamaica being the most peaceful country. Why would we go and do that?
He further pointed to the July 2026 revision by the U.S. State Department. Its travel advisor saw Jamaica moving from
July, 7 days into the month, and Jamaica Travel Advisory is being revised and elevated to number 2.
Level 3, which suggested that citizens reconsider their travel to the island, to a level 2, which now urges increased caution.
Jamaica is now rated as one of the most peaceful countries. You tell me, the people who are spreading these lies, can they ever claim to have ever been rated at level 2 and one of the most peaceful countries? Buildings going up, roads being constructed, our travel advisory being upgraded, and we are being rated as the most peaceful country. Those who come to you with lies and nonsense, tell them to go away. Go away.
That's it for Andrew Holness. So no don't have to run and not stay bad too much. Globalist. Or not stay bad. Or not can listen to 1 ounce of fuckery. This is less than a spoonful of poison. Eh? To rot it, Clark. This is less than a spoonful of poison. Let me use the movie John Crawford for this screen. We're now going to go to before we go to Auntie Angela, we could go to one of the Prime Minister Kaylee's gal. No. To the Prime Minister Kaylee's gal. Tufton and Rhoda. See the Cornwall Regional Hospital. The date pushed back to next year, March, as completion date. We know say it will get worse and it's gonna push further. Worse and further. 10 years and look how Cornwall Regional Hospital stay. A budget we just a bloat so. And we don't see no ending date now, no operational date in sight. So we know say we're going to have to tagger with Cornwall Regional Hospital. Yes, Jamaica, the most peaceful country, says Andrew Holness, and the peace center. If the fuckery these people can hold and shove down with throat with long spoon. But the other day, Rhoda, no Rhoda, what the other liar name? I was for Rhoda stamp there. The other day, me never put on Rhoda. Oh gosh, we shouldn't put on Rhoda upon this. But the other day, Dana Morris Dixon went to St. Elizabeth Technical High School graduation, and she said 310 million for refurbish back states and all of that. Knox College, Rhoda go on Knox College graduation, and she go down there with the same fuckery as well. 300 million for refurbish the Melissa Thorne Knox College. The question I'm asking, 319 million for post-hurricane rehabilitation for Knox College in Clarendon. The question I'm asking, are they playing grandstanding with Hurricane Melissa money? Because all of these entities such as school and stuff, we don't need to wait until JLP can make a grandstanding and a political announcement and optics for them election campaign for us to have these institutions repair after the Melissa damage. When we had the money, when we were given the money, when we borrowed the money. We don't understand the madness we are going in our country. How did Jamaica end up choosing back Andrew Holness? How did Jamaica end up back choosing Andrew Holness? You see that? All of we are suffer. All of we. Leonie Denton, how you do? All of we are suffer right now. But let's go to Auntie Angela Siaga Battery Dolly. Make we go over to Edward Siaga Battery Dolly, because she have things to say. Auntie Angela come out wheeling her handbag and spread out for and catch cool here. Are we cool down, Auntie Angela?
Another senior member of the JLP administration is defending the government's decision to enter into a memorandum of understanding with the United States for the third country nationals to come to Jamaica. Desmond Mackenzie says the government will never accept a deal that would harm Jamaicans, and he blames social media commentary for some of the misunderstanding and
straight out underneath Auntie Angela. I would direct you to go and listen to RJ Narcotics' interview with JIS. Because everything in the last 2 weeks will not tell we say a lie or conflation. If you read the script right, what RJ Narcotics come out with, everything that they're pushing back on, RJ Marks admit to and own up to and give an even more convoluted explanation where we have to crawl through hot hatches. They explain to the people what RJ Marks really said and show the people that RJ Marks really admitted to what the Gleaner published, to what the Gleaner says is in the diplomatic note. Is it not? Bunch of don'ts.
Mistrust around the deal. Details in this report.
There's a thing that we call social media, which for me is the...
We know what it is, Auntie. I hate me can't rest in peace. I hate me can't get fit teeth in quiet and in peace like the days of RJR and JBC. We know what it is. We interact with it. Uno use it when you want to tell a lie and propaganda. It's the same social media young Jamaica tell them lie pan. is the same social media Andrew Holness tell him lie pan, is the same social media Dana Maris Dixon come out with the fuckery when she ready. It's the same social media that Arjun Narcotics just use to make a fool of herself.
Worst thing that could ever have been invented by man.
And so began the minister's criticism of social media in Jamaica. He contends evil people who should know better are using their platforms in a malicious way.
Because something that was developed to advance information and technology has now become a weapon of mass destruction, of propaganda and lies. And we here in Jamaica is suffering from this serious cancer.
The only cancer in Jamaica, Auntie Angela, is the Jamaica Labour Party. I repeat, the only cancer in our country, Auntie Angela, is the Jamaica Labour Party. From Buster to Andrew, calamity after calamity, bloodshed after bloodshed, lie after lie, thief after thief, deception after deception, misinformation upon misinformation. Auntie Angela, Battery Dali, Siaga, Kofenke. The only cancer that plagues the Jamaican society is the Jamaica Labour Party. The sooner the people take it to the political theater and cut it from the Jamaica society, we will see improvement and development in Jamaica. If the wicked, evil, thieving, haphazard, lying PNP them take Jamaica 2 steps forward, the Jamaica Labour Party takes Jamaica 22 steps backwards. Nasty Auntie Angela.
Is being used to destroy families, people's character. And then it is used in such a vulgar way that even persons who are far, far brighter than me, with university.
Brighter than you? Who in the Labour Party bright you? Who in the Jamaica Labour Party bright? There was never a bright family in the Jamaica Labour Party. There was never a bright person in there. Look at who we have running our Ministry of Finance. Look at who we have running our Justice Ministry. Look at who is in charge of our legislature. Look at who is in charge of transport in our country. Look at who is in charge of works in our country. If it is that one did bright, anybody over there did bright, why you think Andrew Holness wouldn't run the whole government on him own, as Julian Robinson called it, the Office of Plenty Ministry? Even Andrew Holness, the chief architect of dunceness, knows that the rest of them when choose a dunce. But Andrew Holness did that calculatively and strategically, because him choose people when knows they can only sit down and keep bench warm. So therefore, him can grab up the whole government, put under arm, wrap up in them fractal, put in them pocket, put in them bosom. See, I got Battery Dali. Battery Dali. Why you not move on? Bunch of dunce.
Degrees, lawyers, doctors, professors, even ministers of religion believe the propaganda.
The senior cabinet minister's comments were in direct response to the ongoing discussions about the government's controversial MOU with the USA to accept third country nationals in Jamaica. The deal has not gone down well with many Jamaicans, and some have taken to social media to make their opposition known.
And this government, whatever it does, do it with the interests of the Jamaican people. And this government will never sacrifice the freedom and the democracy of its people. But you're a part of a wide global world.
Mr. Mackenzie was speaking at the handover of 4 new units to the National Solid Waste Management Agency, NSWMA. They take the number of trucks given to the agency over the last 10 years to 130. The trucks will also be used to help with the ongoing cleanup work in some areas impacted by Melissa last year.
So these trucks will be provided to the 4 regions. Each region will have one. And then the critics will say, so only 4? One cocoa full basket.
Antonia Atkinson, TVJ News.
Me not touch on no anymore for the morning. No, me think gonna have enough. Me think so not have enough for the morning. Me not think it fair for me touch on anymore. This is enough. Don't you all think? It's enough. But one thing, in the confusion spoken by Miss Marks, I found clarity. Karine, how you do? In the middle of Miss Marks' confusion, I found clarity. I heard admission. Will you say stay 15 minutes more? I heard admission from Audrey Marks, despite at the same time Audrey Marks was pushing back and telling us that we're lying, telling us that we're conflating, telling us that we're misinforming. I found clarity. I heard acceptance. The point is, though, they are so dunce. They are so lie that them don't know, say, in of the middle of trying to pull a wool over with eye, them further expose themselves. This is disgraceful. But when you don't have time, go listen Sunday night show. I think it was in the first half hour. I think it was in the first half hour of Sunday night show. When me answer Patrick Beckford question, I told you. Globalist, on interact with the like button, 50 on the pan Universal Media, yeah? 90 on the pan Universal Vantage. And 179 on the pan Global TV Group. How much of you hit the like button? All me there sit down and run up my 14 and I peck my beak like a woodpecker. How much I not hit the like button? But we are now being told that we must feel good because Jamaica status in the international spheres is being elevated. We are the 3rd most peaceful country in the North and Central Americas, as well as we have a number 2 travel advisory. Elevated. We should be happy that we have elevated. Don't mind that. Even if you've been raped, even if your children is being molested, feel happy because we have international standing, said the Prime Minister. That's what we were sold out for. As you would remember in the program we did last night, Donald Trump never keep up to the money deal when the people were deported to Panama, then just drop them off and go back to the merrymaking in America. Then just drop them off and go back. The money deals weren't kept to. So we are seeing Andrew Holness getting fair share from Donald Trump. But the critical thing that more people need to pick up on and start questioning, because it's the first I've asked this question and it's this morning. How is it we have signed the memorandum of understanding, but we are still working out how the memorandum of understanding will work? Should it not be the other way around, where we work out exactly how the memorandum of understanding would work, and then when we are comfortable that this is something that we can do, then we sign it? And also you wouldn't think say go. That's how negotiations normally work. That's how agreements normally signed off on. But our Prime Minister, our Audrey Marks, narcotic Marks, is telling us we have signed it. Horace Chang have signed it about 3 weeks ago. But hold on, we don't know how it will work yet. We have to wait and see what Trump and Rubio push across the table. Isn't it? We have to wait and see what Trump and Rubio pushes across the table. That's what we get ourselves into. And all we got out of it, the Minister of Slavery, Edmund Bartlett, is going to have more tourists coming to Jamaica, because the Global Peace Index told us that Jamaica is the third most peaceful country in the North and Central Americas. The U.S. State Department told us that Jamaica's travel advisory has been revised and upgraded to number 2 because Andrew Holness is complying. Remember when Andrew Holness wasn't complying? When Andrew Holness wasn't complying, they put it at 3-4 anywhere they want to put it. Now that Andrew Holness is complying, the dog is wagging the tail. Jamaica, led by Andrew Holness, is the tail. Trump, led by America, is that big dog. So the dog will wag the tail. So when these people come out and keep using big spoon to force down with throat, we are a part of the wider international community. Does it mean that you have to follow your friends to commit a crime? Ghana is facing a lawsuit at the moment in the ECOWAS High Court. The TCN is under adjudication in the Supreme Court in America. Everything signaled from that tells us it's a violation of international law and human rights. What Jamaica is engaged in is modern-day slavery and human trafficking. That's what we are engaged in, my people. How then can we raise our voices and ask white people who have transported us through the Middle Passage, throw some of us overboard in bad weather for them to save them ship, claim on those cargoes us? Yeah, we were cargoes. When they have to throw us overboard in bad weather, they claim for lost cargo. And we want to say to white people, pay us for all of what you have done to us, when we in turn turn around doing the same thing. What? Because we not travel by sea this time of year, we are send them by. And Andrew Holness have the nerve to come and tell us that they're transiting to our country where it's easier for them to get a connecting flight on the one runway where we have, Yeah, the one runway. It's easier for them to get a connecting flight to their country of origin so then don't have to go back to the United States. And you don't think the Prime Minister is speaking out of his asshole? Next time the Prime Minister speaks, check where he's speaking out of. I have just come to the realization the Prime Minister is not speaking out of his mouth. Anyway, Jesus have mercy. Jamaica is doomed for failure. And when we say failure, we mean failure. Jamaica is doomed for failure. Because, mind you, Andrew Holness have another 4 years and 1 month, or 4 years and 2 months to fuck way up. Look at what has happened since September 3rd. Andrew signed off on an environmental atomic bomb that devastates Western Jamaica. Andrew got the money to help the people who were devastated on the environmental attack that he signed off on. 9 months on, the people are still on the tarpaulin. The people are still in the element. Schools have not been repaired. Churches have given loan after loan, grant after grant after grant. JPS have been given loan. And even the people of Jamaica, who were meant to get a minuscule $500,000, are being siphoned by Pernell Charles' ministry. Up to 60% siphoned from what you should have received in the maximum minimum. Because $500,000 in Jamaica for anything is a minimum. And Pernell Charles is siphoning 60% from that. Because when you pose with a check for 500,000, you're only getting 200,000. 60% of that siphoned by the government. And you don't think there's a problem? And you don't think we should demonstrate every waking hour? We should raise our voices every waking hour and what is going on in our country? Sometimes I feel like me am mad, but me not go mad so early because I'm still young, you know. Even though I have over great era, I feel I use die to push them back and hold back the times. But me still young. I mean, I think me feel mad so young.
Yo! Jamaica check, Jamaica check, Jamaica check. Check in, check in, check in. Aye. Why Andrew you fuck up Jamaica? Turn your wife in a house speaker. How you make the warship come here? You want Donald Trump to take over? To send more criminal boy. The deport you we no want them boy. Andrew Holness a real slave master. Him sell out the whole of Jamaica to Donald Trump, but Andrew Holness wicked and lie. Sell out Jamaica and left us to die. Donald Trump tell Andrew say, you see the Chinese them send them away. Why Andrew you fuck up Jamaica? It's like you want to hurry up with hunger. And I said no the police and soldier. Fi kill off a whole of Jamaica. Fi bring pedophile compound well and fi rape little bikini ham big woman. Donald Trump keep your problem. Little Jamaica can't solve them. Jamaica have them one problem. We want a way out to solve them. We have to robbers and thieves. Little Jamaica in a grief. Why Andrew you fuck up Jamaica? Turn your wife in a house speaker. How you make the warship come?
I mean, evidently in front of us, the Prime Minister shagged up our country in 10 years. But we, the people of Jamaica, for free or steal or for buy, the Prime Minister got 4 more years to do his very worst with the people of Jamaica? Will the people of Jamaica accept the entire 4 year of Andrew Holness? Will the people of Jamaica at some point stand up and say, enough is enough, and we are taking our country back? What is happening here? What is happening here? Our audio is not playing. Anyway, let us see. We want to thank you all for being here this morning. Lovely to have your support. As always, if you have not yet subscribed to the program and you're a silent watcher, listener, please subscribe to the program. And please hit the like button. It's a way to support the program to be more out there in the algorithm. Because if
10 years, you say.
We are not a platform that thrive on gimmicks and propaganda. Our job out here is to make sure that you are clued up with knowledge and are fully aware. All right? So support the program. Thank you very much. And good morning, good afternoon from Global TV.
10 years, you say. 10 long years and look how Jamaica stay. No light, no road, no food, pan we plate. People are suffer while Andrew live great. You stand up on the platform, smile wide and proud. I tell we about prosperity, but we can't see it all now. Hurricane come through and left the people bare. 6 months later, them still out asleep under the air. Their JLP friends them build high rise, road still full of wood. House pocket to a field while the nation lose its soul. Hospital overflow, picnic can't get bed. School roof a leak, but you and Juliet well fed. You always have excuse, always pass the blame. Every time something wrong, it never go in your name. Jamaica a drown and you claim you're unclean. Biggest actor in a politics we ever see. Holness, time to go, time to go. The people, we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know, hear us. We are not on the door. Holness, time to go, time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done really show. Holness, time to go. Farmer can't afford to plant, food price reach the sky. You bring in the poverty while your own people cry. We born ya, we grow ya, we bleed for this land. But Andrew at the top won't extend the man. You talk about vision, you talk about plan. But 10 years later, we still can't understand. Corruption report land and nobody charge. The people pocket small, but the scandal them large. Who's crack up parish council, bro? Country suffocate, done and it just more. And when we raise the voice, you call we political. But the truth is the truth, and the truth is biblical. Holness, time to go. Time to go. The people, let's say no. We say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know, hear us. We are not on the door. Holness, time to go. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Holness, our time to go. We know our no hype, we know our no speech. We want action, no, not the lies you preach. Hurricane victims still under tarpaulin. Prime Minister fly gone foreign. Your JLP cabinet full, but the people covered empty. Oh, you live so large when we live in so scanty. Not with fists, not with fire, but with voice them rising higher and higher. From every parish, every yard, every gate, Jamaica speaking, and I'm not too late. Oh, yes, time to go. Time to go. The people, we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know, hear us. We are not on the door. Oh, yes, time to go. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Holness and time to go. This one is for every Jamaican. We can't afford feet. We are sleep on cardboard. We are drive on broken road. The people don't forget. The people don't forgive. Enough is enough. Jamaicans will live.
God of my salvation. Because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. Come with I. Rastaman throw one stone and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. That's a people day. Make a man throw one stone and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. Hear not hear. Instead of that, they only sit aside and rub and cheat and not press the poor. Make God what I seen to. Make a man throw one stone and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a plan. Make a man throw one stone and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. My favorite man, if Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the day them can sell out Rasta and sell it out and sell out Babylon. They give man show and stone and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. They give man show and stone and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. If Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the dead can sell out Rasta and sell out, I sell out Babylon. Just talk on the Friday. You might show and stone and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a black thing, man, throw and stone and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. You have eyes to see, let him see. You have ears to hear, let them hear. What a prophet must say. President Mandela was in prison for 20 odd years. And he leave from the prison and take the seat of the president. Stone one. Big man throw one stone and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what's a black big man throw one stone and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Rasta man throw one stone and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.